There it is. Shit.
Missing one of my shades. Where did he go? That's my green. That's my flesh tone. That's my other green. Where did it go? Orange. Another green. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's on the left side of me.
You know, how about you don't do that?
Trying to batch paint the rest of these demons. Not much to them, there's just so many.
So many demons, so little time.
Bob's screaming on the inside.
Yep, me stuck at work.
I think this is a Drakari bit. I think that's what this is from.
Oh my god, this damn keyboard.
Your keyboard?
Yeah, my other keyboard stopped working, so I used the one that you gave me.
Oh, is
And I
that,
don't-
that free one?
Yeah, like I don't like the way it's curved.
Oh, well, it was free, so.
I mean, I ain't gonna turn it down, but it's just like, god damn it.
You gotta love it when somebody misplaces product. You tell them about it and tell them to come take it, and they go, "No, it's yours now." Okay, I didn't want it, but I have it now. Just think, it's been a year since we started doing this show.
And we just started doing this on a whim too.
It's for shits and giggles. It started with my little paintings up here and my my webcam propped up on a half-built Sisters Combat Patrol box.
And now look at this. You actually put money in this.
I wanted to make it look nice. I had to fix some stuff up, so I got a few things, bought some better equipment, updated my studio.
We call this updated.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I could probably do a lot better, but I'm doing okay with what we got, I think. Could be worse. Could
Hey,
still
look,
have the camera on the Sisters Combat Patrol box looking sideways.
It could be just talking through our headset still. Well, you're not.
Oh.
I am.
Yeah, that was a bad headset though. Oh, and then before I got the camera, like I could tilt the camera function so you can see what I can see. The first couple months you're looking sideways at everything I did. Oh man,
It just worked.
it just works. All right, well,
By
welcome
the way,
everybody to the Art of Lore show, where we talk about art, or talk about lore. Jesus Christ, we talk about lore and discuss Warhammer 40k lore, and Alan and Bob come here and teach me things because I'm still new to Warhammer and don't know a lot about the lore, but I love the painting, so join me as I paint these minis to the best of my ability, which is not very well, and learn some lore from your Magos here. And the Codaseer's stuck at work, so he's not gonna make it, but
He's stuck at the library.
he's stuck, yes, stuck in the warp. But on another note, as earlier discussed, this is our 1 year somewhat anniversary show. I wouldn't necessarily say special because We absolutely have nothing planned for this. It's just a normal show, but it's just a 1-year anniversary show. Yay! But without further ado, I will switch over to the art screen where I will just continue trying to get these Cornic demons out of here so I can work on the next kill team that I absolutely do not want to touch, but we'll have to, which is Harlequins. Fuck me. Anyways, Magos, I guess, take us through the lore section for tonight.
All right, so Kyle might know what I'm talking about, but he doesn't really know too much about this.
I have a general idea.
So that's really all you got.
That's really it.
All right, I'm trying to find where I had this quote ready. I'm just trying to figure out where it was. I had it. So as you can tell, we're just totally prepared today.
I mean, it's basically the same as every other show, right?
Okay, I sort of got it.
Sort of got it.
Yes. Are you ready, Kyle?
Sure.
Who are you to make demands of a proud and storied chapter?
That's it?
That's it.
Well, obviously someone's talking to a Space Marine chapter. That I can get.
Yes.
But if I have a general idea, I want to say we're going to be talking about, well, I know it's the Months of Shame, and from what I could possibly recall, I believe it's the Grey Knights versus the Space Wolves, but I could be wrong.
You're partially correct.
Okay, well, I had something figured out.
So what it is, we're talking about the Months of Shame. One of my favorite stories in this in Warhammer. One reason why, because most of these stories they go on for generations, millennia of war. This war was less than a year. It was 8 months. That's it. That's why it's called the Months of Shame. And yeah, it is the Grey Knights and the Inquisition pretty much versing the Space Wolves.
Also, the Inquisition were in there too. The ones are supposed to have absolute power.
Yes. And yeah, it's literally just the Space Wolves just going, "Hey, fuck off, you wee bitch!" And to the Inquisition, and they're like, "Yes, sir."
The Space Wolves like, I ain't afraid of no ghost.
I ain't afraid of you. Come at me. I literally take a poisonous plant to destroy my kidney so I can get drunk. I'm actually not kidding about that one bit.
As priorly discussed in our Space Wolves episode, where they
Yeah.
actually do get drunk.
Yes, by literally drinking a plant. No, I'm sorry. It doesn't just it turns off their liver, so that way they can get drunk.
Well, they're superhuman livers. Obviously, that's not gonna work if they want to get drunk. You gotta have to turn that shit off.
It's not the liver. It's called the something gland. It's only a gland that nullifies all toxins, one of their extra organs, and it's a plant that just turns it off. So they're like, yeah, it's like I taste alcohol, but of course they gotta constantly keep drinking it for a couple of hours in order to get buzzed and somewhat drunk. And it works though.
I guess as long as they get their Viking aesthetic.
Anyways, back to the story. So yeah, the Months of Shame. This takes place during what's known as the First War of Armageddon. So this is actually the First War of Armageddon is another story we're going to get into.
Well, Armageddon is the whole Orcs versus Yarrick thing, if I remember correctly.
I believe that is one of them.
One of them.
I don't believe it's the
R.I.P. You beautiful bastard. Ties in.
Yeah, R.I.P. Yeah, so I do want to talk about this really quick.
We need Trazen.
Yeah, so yeah, it has been confirmed that Commissar Yarrick is dead in the canon. R.I.P.
How can he die if the Orcs believe he can't die, though? There'd be some power to protect this.
So actually, what the current rumor mill is that he was actually killed by Angron.
Oh, Angron? Oh, Angron's showing up for this. Well, I guess the word bearers are getting all their new shit, so I guess this is where they're gonna come into the story. I guess.
Yeah. So the current that's what the current rumor mill is. That he was killed by Angron, Angie Boy. And this is something I heard in a theory. that someone thinks is going to happen, and I totally want this to happen.
A theory. A lore
Yes.
theory.
Please don't say what's Matt Pat. So yeah, so what actually the current like there's a theory going on that because of Commissar Yorick died, and it wasn't from Gazgul Mag Uruk Thraka, that he's gonna get pissed off and lead a war against Chaos.
Oh, you think so? If they took out his nemesis?
Yeah, they took out his nemesis, and quoting the orc himself, good enemies are hard to find. They took his enemy. It was his job to kill him.
Yeah, that was
Now-
Gazgul's nemesis.
Yes, and now he's going to be angry. Now he's going to be as angry as Angron, and he's be like, "All right, let's get this war going."
He's the new Angie boy.
Yo, yeah, and I would love to see fucking Gazgul and Mag Uruk Thraka versus Angron.
Two big boys.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. I think that's going to be one hell of a fight, and I totally am on board with that. Of him just leading the biggest war against Chaos because of Yarick, and I think Yarick would be like, "All right, I'm glad I died." Chaos is getting fucked now.
Well, don't worry about it. We'll get Trazen in there to put him in the cube.
Isn't he already in the cube?
Maybe. We don't know.
You bastard! Bring him back.
I mean, he got
Alright, so-
Creed. He's just adding to his collection.
All right. Well, anyways, back to the Months of Shame. So the Months of Shame is taking place after the First War of Armageddon. Those of you who don't know, the First War of Armageddon. Armageddon is a planet called Armageddon, where the Armageddon Steel Legion is from. They are literally like just mechanized infantry in Krieg gas mass. Best way to think about them. So the First War of Armageddon was I think it was Gazgul, maybe. I think so. Yeah, I think it was Gazgul and Yark. Yeah, so Gazgul landed on Armageddon, and he just started wrecking shit, started attacking.
And when we say landed on Armageddon, we mean he got a fucking was it a Space Hulk? And just
Space Hulk.
slammed it into the fucking planet, and then all these
Yeah.
little green orcs started coming out.
yeah, he took a Space Hulk and just full speed and headbutted the planet with the ship.
Flying headbutt.
Yes, and it struck with the fucking force of a meteorite. Yeah, then Commissar Yarick led the revolt, and then he held them at bay until the Space Wolves arrived. And the Space Wolves started, fighting back. And then there was I think there was so much blood spilled on the planet that Angron was summoned.
Angron was summoned from all the
Yes.
blood.
From all the blood.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't even think that was possible.
Yeah, there was so much blood. Korn was like, "Oh, what's going on here? Angron, go figure it out."
Go add to it.
Yes. And then all of a sudden it turned from a orc invasion to a demon invasion. It was to the point that even the Space Wolves were like, "Yeah, this is a problem. We need help." The Space Wolves. And so they called upon, because they actually knew about them. They knew about them but didn't really know about them, was the Grey Knights. They're like, "Hey, Grey Knights, help."
Demons over yonder.
Yeah, demons over yonder. Please help. And then this is the Inquisition, like 30 Inquisitors, and almost an entire like Brotherhood chapter of the Grey Knights arrived, and they just fucking went at them. Because I wasn't just talking about just Angron. It was also Angron, millions of cultists, and also his I think it's 13 Bloodthirster bodyguards. Yeah, 13 Bloodthirster bodyguards.
So
And along
13
with the-
big ass fuck off demons.
Yes. And along with that, there was probably like fucking also millions of bloodletters. So it was literally an army.
The millions
all
of these
one
little guys.
Yes.
Demons for 1, orcs for 2 and 3.
Okay. Yeah, I know there was a bunch of Wars of Armageddon.
Armageddon just says, I guess that's why it's called Armageddon, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and also there was actually one orc there that was my favorite. I think he was there for the first, or he was there for the third. It was Boss Skroknit, who is a commando boss. he is actually feared by the demon hunter, by the orc hunters of Armageddon, because he is the sneakiest orc.
Is
And
he,
yes,
is he purple?
he's purple.
Nice.
I think he has purple face paint.
Nice. He actually puts purple on.
Yes.
That's great.
Oh yeah, he is actually a war boss for the Commandos, and I think he's still on Armageddon because he's just having a time of his life, just in the jungles, just hunting the orc hunters.
Sneaking around, playing a game.
Oh yeah. Anyways, back to this. So the war goes on, and of course, Angron got banished. A guy named Hyperion actually broke his sword. He broke Angron's sword and banished him.
Broke Angron's sword. Uh-oh.
Yes. Then actually he was known. He even got a name called the Blade Breaker because of it. And even the Space Wolves were impressed by him.
Anything's gonna piss you off, it's gonna be breaking your favorite toy.
Oh, don't worry. I think he got a chain axe afterwards.
Nice.
Made from the scales of a dragon. If I remember correctly.
A dragon?
Yes.
Oh Jesus Christ.
So anyways, back. But they weren't pleased for long, because not the Grey Knights, the Space Wolves, their boss Grimnir, known as the Great Wolf, he said, "I want the defenders and the civilians not harmed," which is very much against the Inquisition thing of, "Oh, you maybe saw a demon? Bang. Oh, this world there was a guy fapping with barbed wire? Exterminatus.
No witnesses.
No witnesses." So yeah, so it was to the point that the Space Wolves. I keep wanting to say Grey Wolves.
just mix them all together.
Yes.
Well, the Inquisitorial Grey Wolves decided that. just mix them all together. It'd be fine.
Yeah, so Grimnir actually tried to spirit the citizens away from the combat, so that way the Inquisition wouldn't want to sterilize and kill them. Didn't work though. The Inquisitor, who was the lead of it, named Kisano. Well, what the
Bump at my camera.
a name I can't fucking say because it's goddamn Latin. I never took Latin. Fucking yeah. I never took Latin, so I don't know how to fucking say this guy's name. Lord.
Something or other.
I am not okay. Yeah, I give up.
Just pull a Bob. Throw it in chat.
I'm literally about to do that right now. Damn it! It doesn't want to work. Why?
Now you're breaking stuff now.
Yes. Fucking goddamn it. There we go. All right. I got it working. I got to use this damn keyboard. Yeah, that's his name in chat. Inquisitor Lord fuck or another.
Gemsai Carnanos? Fuck.
Yeah, I don't even goddamn know, and I don't even want to attempt it. But yeah, that Lord K. We're gonna call him Inquisitor K. There we go. So Inquisitor
K, I have a question. That's all I can think.
No question.
about.
No questions. Off to the Exterminatus camp for a few.
No, please wait till after the Exterminatus. Please hold your questions.
Yeah. So he pretty much was like, yeah, no, we're gonna be doing this. And right after the battle, he started to round up the civilians for quote unquote vaccinations. And I am not joking. That's exactly what it is. He said.
Oh, I've heard this story before.
Which, in all actuality, was a shot that sterilized them, and he was getting ready to ship them to work camps, so they would work and die. And all the soldiers were being sent to their barracks to await something or another.
Debriefing.
Yes, just wait in your barracks, because they were also going to be sterilized and sent to work camps. Grimnor was not happy with this at all. He was very angry. So he decided, his next process is pretty much like this. All right, well, fuck it. I'll do it myself. So he started to rescue all the people, like all the civilians and soldiers, and started putting them in cargo containers to try and ship them off world. And then they were going to use their ships as like blockers to make sure the Inquisition wouldn't be able to shoot them. So the first cargo container goes up with a strike cruiser for the Grey Wolves. Grey Wolves. Fuck! I did it again. Space Wolves. Was trying to body block them, and it did not work. The Grey Knights teleported onto the cargo container. They turned off its engines, like just straight up sabotaged it, and activated Sterling charges with all the people still on it.
Damn.
And then they teleported out. 400,000 people died in that explosion. And it wasn't just soldiers. It was actually a majority of it was civilians. Grimnar, once again, got angrier. And he's like, all right, fuck it. Everyone, on together. We're all going at once. And also, I just want to point this out too. The Space Wolves actually had voice superiority. They had like 16 ships, including a battle barge, while the Inquisition only had 12.
So they got more. They got air superiority pretty much.
Yeah, they have technically void. Technically void superiority.
Void superiority. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. So yeah, then they all launch off at once, and the entire fleet is just surrounding these cargo containers. Inquisitor K was getting ready to say, "Fuck it, fire anyways. I don't care if you take down some of these Space Wolf ships." When all of a sudden, another Space Wolf fleet arrived, and Inquisitor K was just like, never mind, let them go.
Let's not have a space battle right now.
Yeah, let's not do this today. Yeah, go ahead and go. And so he started to do what's known as the containment protocol. He just followed them, and everywhere that they would stop, they would exterminatus it, no matter how long they were there for. He straight up just destroyed dozens of worlds. Like there was one that a cargo container full of the Armageddon refugees stopped at a void port for literally a day just to grab food and fuel and then left. You know what he did?
He exterminatus it.
He put his fleet over top of it, blew up all the void stations, and virus bombed the world.
Jeez.
One day they were there. And this is just months, like 5 months of this, and they were just shadowing them and blowing up worlds. Billions died during this. And the entire time, if they found the Space Wolves and along with some cargo containers, they take some pot shots at them, try and destroy it, while also trying not to hit the Space Wolves. But the Space Wolves actually never fired a shot back. Not once. So, and that was actually starting to rankle the Grey Knights and also some of the other Inquisitors. Another thing about Inquisitor K, nobody knew who the fuck he was. Not a single damn person. No one knew he wasn't part of any of the known Ordos. They didn't know his background. He looked like he was 20 years old. He was a youngin'. And like he had no servants, he had no followers, nothing. But he still had the clout of being able to pull the Grey Knights out along with 30 other Inquisitors and actually given full rights of the containment protocols.
How's all that happen?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows a damn thing. He just has some power from someone higher up that they just apparently they have this. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, just I'm here. I have the power. Fuck y'all. Let's do this.
You don't need to see my ID. Yes, I am a police officer.
You don't need to see my badge. The fuck you talking about?
Badge number? No need. No need.
So yeah, that was going on with there, and a lot of the other Inquisitors were actually starting to get really pissed off because again, they don't know who the fuck this guy is. How the fuck does he have all this power? What the hell is going on? And the Grey Knights were getting pissed off because they were told to do something outside of their normal projection, aka fighting other Space Marines and also killing a lot of people when they're made to just kill demons. And so they were actually starting to plan like an assassination on him. including Hyperion, the Blade Breaker.
I can see that.
And also, the only person who was actually counseling him was the Grey Knight's Grey Knight Grandmaster, who was also who was also under his command. Which was weird, because again, who the fuck is this man to actually have the Grey Knight Grandmaster under his command? What the hell?
Yeah, all right.
So, eventually, they decide to contact Grimnar and ask for a parley. Meet. Let's talk. Before more shit happens. Grimnar agreed, and so they decided to meet in a neutral planet, like a neutral system, with just a few bodyguards and there's the flagships and a few escorts. So Grimnar warps in there. I think it's his flagship and 2 escorts, and are immediately fired upon.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
The entire fleet just fired at once. The 2 escorts were destroyed along with all hands on board, and the flagship, Grimnar's flagship, was severely damaged. The shields were down, and the engines were barely functioning. So, Inquisitor K once again calls for Grimnar to come aboard. Let us talk. Grimnar agrees, and he teleports on board with him and his 4 remaining bodyguards. All the rest were fucking killed. So the Inquisitor K put up his demands. Kneel to the Inquisition, follow our demands, and hand over all of the refugees. Only thing Grimnar responded with is, who gave the order to break parley? And the Grandmaster of the Grey Knight said, I unfortunately gave the order. And the moment that left his lips, Grimnar fucking cut his head off.
Jesus.
Like, literally, he had like half a second after saying that, and just whoop, gone. And then the rest of the Inquisition and the Grey Knights got ready to fight, along with the Wolf Guard. Until Inquisitor K had to back everybody down, and was pretty much trying to say, hold on. Alright, you got your revenge. Now kneel. Grimnar, being Grimnar, said, fuck off. And then all the Grey Knight Justicars decided to try and put up a shield to stop him from teleporting away. That lasted all of 10 seconds before his bodyguards pulled out their fucking bolt guns and shot all of them. Killed all the Justicars holding up the shield, and they teleported to the ship.
Sometimes you just gotta say fuck them.
Oh yeah, and he said fuck them alright. They teleported to the ship and started to leave. Inquisitor K, realizing that, well, I just lost like 6 Justicars and the Grandmaster. Alright. Lost this one. Let them go. And it was a game turner after that. Not anymore would the Space Wolves hold back their wrath. Every time they saw Inquisitor ships or Grey Knight ships, they immediately opened fire. Hundreds were lost upon each side as the skirmishes were popping out everywhere. And Inquisitor K was starting to really panic because he's thinking, oh fuck, I just might have started a civil war. Because now Inquisitor...
Started another Horus heresy.
Not that bad.
Not to that scale, but...
No. There's actually been like hundreds of civil wars, by the way, in the Imperium. I don't know if you know this, but yeah, there's thousands of civil wars.
Yeah, no, I'm not privy to all this knowledge.
All right, well, I could probably after that, I'm probably gonna be able to finish this after like 40 minutes, so I could probably go into another one.
Well, so, I guess we'll just see how time goes.
Yeah. So yeah, after that, yeah, it was just open warfare. Just Space Wolves, Grey Knights, and Inquisition just killing each other left, right, and center. And Inquisitor K is locked up in his room now, thinking like, oh fuck, I did this. This is shit's going bad. What the fuck am I gonna do? Oh no.
Just wanted to murder a bunch of witnesses.
Yeah, just want to murder a bunch of witnesses. Now it's straight up fucking open warfare. Alright. I have an idea. So he calls upon another Space Marine chapter called the Red Hunters, which I'm gonna pull up their thing. I just want you to let you know, where do you think their actual, they're Space Marines, but yeah, they're definitely
Are they borderline heresy?
I'm
Like
I'm
the
gonna.
loyalists that are called the Flesh Terrors?
Yeah. Here we go. I'm putting it in general right now. I'm putting it in simple. Go into our Discord if you want to see it.
Hashtag shameless plug.
Yeah, just take a look at that, and where do you think their true loyalty lies?
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, so you got their picture?
Yeah, that's their insignia.
Oh, that's definitely very Inquisition.
Yeah, it's only a skull with an eye on the forehead.
that screams I would do anything for the Inquisition.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're pretty much a Space Marine chapter that is under like inquisitorial rule. They do whatever the Inquisition wants. So they signed up with them, and he leads them to. I want you to guess. Where do you think he's going, Kyle?
Well, if they're gonna go after the Space Wolves, I would assume they're going to attack their home planet.
Yeah, he leads them over Fenris itself.
That seems like a very dumb move. Just saying.
Yep. So he leads his forces right over Fenris, whose only defenses were their was the Fang, which, by the way, Fenris is a death world. It is literally an ice ball. The only civilization on there are the tribesmen and the Fang, which is their fucking gigantic complex.
That's like that big like ice castle thing you see in some stuff. Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing there. So they go over the Fang and just start bombarding it, just dropping tons of fucking bombs on it. After a couple days of this, they radio down and say, we wish to speak of your surrender." And the Space Wolf said, all right, come on, let's talk. And they awaken somebody. I want you to guess. Who do you think they awaken?
Oh God, he's like the oldest dreadnought, right?
Yes, Bjorn the Fell-Handed.
That's it, Bjorn. He's like one of the oldest.
No, yeah, he was known as a venerable dreadnought. He actually fought alongside Leman Russ and the Emperor. I want to think about this. This is over 10,000 years ago. He is probably one of the oldest dreadnoughts around, other than the dreadnoughts for the Custodes. Okay. We're not even gonna poke at the Custodes dreadnoughts. they're even older. But yeah, he is like one of the oldest Space Marine dreadnought. So they awaken fucking Grandpa, like great grandpa. I'm sorry, great grandpa. And they tell him like, the Inquisition's here. They're bombing us and they want us to kneel to them. So Bjorn's like, fuck, all right, let's do this. So he meets with them and the Fang. And by the way, when they see Bjorn the Fell-Handed, even Inquisitor K kneels to him. He is that respected.
Well, I mean, he fought along the goddamn Emperor.
And Leman Russ.
And Russ himself, so I mean, like, Jesus.
Yeah, he was actually one of Russ's bodyguards. Yeah. And also, he's also known as the first Great Wolf. He took over the Legion after Leman Russ went into the warp searching for the Tree of Life.
Keep hitting my camera. So what the fuck is going on? Oh.
So yeah, so they meet with them, and then he lays out his demands now. And his demands no longer have anything to do with the refugees. It is literally all about just punishing the Space Wolves. He demands that they kneel to the Inquisition, fulfill all of their every demand from now on. They are to pretty much become the Red Hunter chapter. Just all their bidding they must do, and they must take on a 1,000-year penitent crusade for defying them. And Bjorn responded with, "Who are you, a bureaucrat, to make demands of a proud and noble legion such as ours? A proud and storied legion such as ours. Make your demands better." And at that moment, the entire Space Wolf fleet arrived over Fenris. I'm not saying just one fleet, every fucking fleet arrived.
The whole Void Supremacy has shown up.
Oh, yeah. And at his head was a snarling, angry Grimnir. Oh, boy. He was Angron levels of angry. So Inquisitor K sees this, and his exact response words were, "Oh fuck," and went back to his ship. Panicked, he started to lead his, because he was actually panicking. Because, oh my god, they're here. What the hell has happened?
And we're leaving. And we're leaving.
Oh, no. He actually just went into a fighting position. Because don't forget, he had the Inquisitor fleet, the Red Hunter fleet, the entire chapter, which is 1,000 Space Marines, including all their serfs and thralls, along with the remaining Grey Knights fleet. So his panic immediately faded, and he started leading them into fighting. And this is just a full-on void war going on. Like, fucking ships are exploding, fucking boarding torpedoes are landing, and there's one thing scarier than a goddamn Space Marine boarding torpedo, along with a bunch of angry space wolves coming after you. I don't know what it is. Because they go into battle with fucking power axes. Not a lot of bolters. They're just running in there and just fucking cutting you in half. So CQC is their cup and tea.
Yeah, they like it when you don't have to run that far to you. They can just get real nice and close and just cut you.
Oh yeah.
Cut you.
Oh yeah, and it was not going
real
good. So Grimnar saw the flagship of Inquisitor K, and he led his ship into CQC combat, betting on his ship's superior weaponry, armor, and void shields to be able to outlast Inquisitor K. And he was right. His void shields failed first, and Grimnar teleported onto his ship. And it was a slaughter. He literally slaughtered his way all the way up to the bridge and met face to face with Inquisitor K and his bodyguards. Grimnar, seeing him, started to sprint at him in Terminator armor. Now, you know the walking Terminator where they do the slow walk?
Oh yeah.
This motherfucker sprinted in it, which was said to be impossible.
Well, that's definitely Angron levels of angry if you're gonna sprint in Terminator armor.
Yeah, like, hang on. I just want to point this out really quick. Just hang on. I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna put a picture in the Discord between Terminator armor and Space Marine armor. All right, so you gotta go to Google Images.
The Great Google.
The Great Google.
Wait, you mean this wasn't pre-planned?
Is anything ever pre-planned?
I mean, to an extent. Like, there's an idea, but do we ever really do anything with it more than just it being an idea? Not normally.
Oh, no. There we go. All right, got these downloaded. Oh, and here we go. I'm also going to save this, too, because that way some people can get a look at this.
Oh, you're really going for it.
Yeah. So I'm actually downloading a few pictures. All right, so I'm putting these up in the Discord now. So yeah, this is normal Space Marine armor. You know, it's a little flexible. Like, you might be able to move around in it. You know, you could probably sprint in that. This is what the fucking Grimnar was wearing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot fucking bulkier.
A lot bulkier. And also, for those of you who don't know what the Grey Knight sword looked like, yeah, I also found some gray. This is a picture of like Grey Knight armor. So yeah,
Grey Knight's bigger than Space Marines.
Yes, somewhat. Their armor's somewhat bigger. I put a picture of it in there.
I really wanted to play more of that Warhammer Chaos Gate. Oh, I gotta get back into that.
Yeah, get back into it.
You play as the Grey Knights in that XCOM style game.
I'll say, yeah, you were doing pretty good in it. When you figured out, like, I can upgrade my people.
Well, they had that patch, and it corrupted my save. I had to do a new save, and I'm like, all right, we'll start streaming this again. And then hockey started, and I lost my Tuesday nights. So it's like, oh, well, I can't do that on Tuesday nights, and I just don't have the time to actually sit down and stream. I have a couple of YouTube series that are slowly lacking behind, like my Cult of the Lamb, and My painting tutorial is only halfway done. I'll get there eventually, guys.
Oh, so speaking of which, we still on for doing our like little like Warhammer thing on Saturday? Forgot to ask you this.
Are we talking our kill team thing, or what are we talking about here?
I figured we just do a game if nobody else is showing up.
If no one else wants to show up and you want to roll another game, that's fine. I mean, last weekend you got spanked by the Necrons.
Oh, because I was playing as sisters. I had no idea how sisters work. And also, I took out a good chunk of your army too.
That's fine. I mean, getting shot off the table and winning by like a lot of victory points is not that big of a difference.
Also, I had an idea since you just finished like building your knight.
Oh,
what
God.
if let's do a knight battle?
You want to take my knight?
Yeah, well, I have the 9th edition space Chaos Knight Codex.
I want to get the Knight Codex. I haven't gotten it yet, but I do want it.
Oh, actually, I have the 8th and the 9th edition Chaos Knight Codex. Oh yeah, I have 4 codexes, by the way. I don't know if that's a lot. Because I have the 8th edition Chaos Knight Codex, I have the 9th edition Dustguard Codex, I have the 9th edition Deus Mechanicus Codex, and I have the 9th edition Chaos Knight Codex.
When it comes to 9th edition codexes, I only have 3.
I have 3, and then I have one 8th.
I have 3 8s and 3 knives.
Oh, also, we have to go to that mini store again.
I didn't get into this until 9th edition come out, so I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't been in this as long as like Bob has, where he probably has 1st edition codexes.
Oh, where was I at, by the way? I got to a tangent now before I completely forgot.
Before the tangent, the last thing I recall was you were talking about how this guy, like the space ship showed up. There was a big space battle going on.
Talking about the Terminator armor.
Sprinting in Terminator armor. Yes.
Yeah. So as he was sprinting in Terminator armor, by the way, his servos were starting to burn. I have a good story too. You want to hear a good story about work, really quick? Another tangent.
Get the dollar out.
Yeah, here you go. I'm going to get the dollar out and more put it in the jar. Because I just thought this was fucking hilarious, okay? Alright, so those who don't know, I work on cars. I'm not like a mechanic or nothing. I'm training to be a mechanic. I have ASE books. Those who don't know, Automotive Service Excellence. I'm studying that in my free time, which is not a lot between Warhammer, work, and having a girlfriend. So, yeah. But, anyways. So, yeah, one thing we do.
Wait, you play Warhammer and have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I know. I'm one of the rare fuckers.
The fuck?
So, but anyways, yeah. So, one of the things at my job, I know, fucking horrible. I work at Walmart. I work their automotive sector.
Wally World.
Yeah, good old Wally World. So we were working on this guy's car, and one thing our policy is if we hear like a weird engine noise, like if your engine is knocking or ticking, like really bad, we won't do it. This guy comes in like a fucking 2000 Saturn, and he wanted an oil change. Pull it in, all we hear is coming from his engine. First off, we're like, okay, this is fucking bad. So we open it up, take a quick look at it, trying to figure out like what the fuck is causing this knocking. It's obviously coming from the engine. So we're like, okay, so we turn it off, tell the guy. He's like, oh no, it's normal.
It's normal.
So, okay, no, that's not normal. Then we started it up, by the way, while the thing was open, and we heard. Yeah, we heard. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, literally, I couldn't hear Chris next to me. That's how loud his engine started up.
That's not normal.
Yeah, so Chris is my manager. So, Chris. So he goes and talks to the guy. I'm just sitting there waiting to get the thing of just turn it off, pull it out. All of a sudden, the engine started smoking. Like, bad. I'm like, oh fuck, the engine's catching on fire.
It's gonna burn.
Oh yeah, I honestly thought it was catching on fire. So I ran forward and turned it off.
She's gonna blow.
Peek at it, and like his brake fluid line was just like fucking like like smoke out of a out of a window, is like a house on fire, just pouring out of it. And I'm like, hey, he's like, oh no, it's just a brake line. The brake line smokes sometimes.
The brake line smokes sometimes, he says.
He still wanted his oil change. Nah, fam. I ain't getting under this fucking car.
You're like, your car ain't never done smoke like that, son? Come on now.
Pretty much. So yeah, and the guy's getting mad at us because we won't do his oil change. Like, bro, you have other problems to worry about than an oil change.
Yeah, I don't think the oil change is high on the priority list right now, guy.
No. So we just so we're like, yeah, no. This is against policy. And so we sent him out, and he was fucking pissed. I'm like, no. And we're like, no, please, no, bro.
Someone else's problem.
Yeah, get your shit fixed, and then we'll work on your car. Oh, anyway, sorry, tangent. But I just thought that was hilarious because that literally just happened right before I got here.
Oh, that was today.
That was today, like at fucking 6:30.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, Grimnar, Spring Terminator armor. Oh god, we're still at this fucking point. It's already been almost like 10 minutes.
See, I told you we'll have to just take a look at the time because I know how our tangents get.
Oh, god.
You're like, a couple minutes we'll be done with this, and then like after a half hour of us talking about random bullshit and getting off topic, it's been a half hour. We're not done yet. Oh man, now I'm behind. I'm like, oh yeah, it sucks to suck, Bob.
It just reminds me. I one thing I like listening to is like I listen to like a lot of history podcasts. I'm a big ass history nerd. Like to the point that me and Kyle were thinking like if he ever starts getting like World War II models, we might actually start doing like the art of history or something. I don't know.
I was literally thinking about getting some of the Flame of War models and painting up like some of the tanks and some of like the infantry and stuff. I'm like, well, now you can talk about World War II stuff. You'd like that.
If you really want me to get me going, start getting like World War I stuff because I know a lot more about World War One.
I would love to paint one of those World War I tanks where the tread goes all the way around, kind of like the old rhinos.
The Mark IV, Mark
yeah, the Mark IVs or 5, whatever they are. Like they got like the turnbuckle cannons and stuff on the sides and shit. What do they call them?
So yeah, they're literally turrets.
Yeah, I would love to like paint one of those.
Yeah, you know that's literally just that's literally just an artillery cannon. They just fucking welded to the side of those things.
And that's all you need.
Yeah, because they had two different types. I think it was the Mark IV male and the Mark IV female. The Mark IV male was the one with the cannons. The Mark IV female was just had like fucking 6 machine guns. Yeah, I heard you like guns, so we put guns in your guns.
Sounds like a Petravo thing.
Alright, fuck. So, again, so we're again on topic. We're talking a little bit about tangents. Yeah, this guy, he's a great. If you love history, this guy is great. I love his shit. His name is Sakuyi, and he has a podcast called The History of Everything.
History of Everything.
Yeah, it's not sponsored. I just love this guy's podcast. I listen to it in the middle of work. Hey, this first episode, Kyle, do you know what it was about? Potatoes.
His first episode was about potatoes.
Yes, he literally talked about potatoes. He did the history of potatoes.
Potato. Well, I mean, yeah, a lot has come from potatoes, man.
Like, apparently, potatoes were seen as poisonous, and then it would cause delirium, death. What's another thing? It caused sterility, lack of libido, and horniness.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, welcome to history.
That's contradictory of itself. Come on, Red, hold out. I got just another bottle and a half. You can do it, Red.
It's running out of red?
I'm running out of red, and I'm almost done with the red.
You got this, Red. I believe in you.
You can do it.
But yeah, if you ever want like love history and just want to watch some of this stuff, yes, I would definitely recommend. Yeah, Sakuyi and the History of Everything podcast. He also has a YouTube and also it's what's it called? TikTok. I couldn't remember the name of it. Another TikTok I absolutely love, the Fat Electrician. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you know, that new TikTok stuff that them kids like to watch nowadays.
Yeah. Also, another guy is the Fat Electrician. I love his stuff too.
Fucking, what's it, American units or something like that?
Oh yeah,
How big a
Freedom
round
Units.
is to a beer can? Freedom units.
Yep. Oh, yeah, apparently I also learned. You know what the reason why we started TikTok? He blew out a bicep.
He blew out
And
one
he
of
was
his biceps.
Yes, he apparently was working out and he popped the bicep out.
Oof.
Like it went poof in him.
Oh God.
That's why some of his early TikToks is him in a fucking sling. Because he's like because again, history of everything podcast. He was like, yeah, I was off work, bored, so I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna pop on fucking TikTok and talk about military shit. And next thing you know, it exploded, and now he doesn't have to work.
Well, good for him, I suppose.
Oh yeah, well, glad it worked out for him. And well, anyway, so now we're done with the tangents.
Oh, another side tangent. Check out the podcast, Hobby Happy Hour. It's one of my favorite podcasts I like to listen to. They talk about a lot more of the art aspect of Warhammer 40k, but they do delve into the lore in that, and they've had a couple guest star episodes, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good time to be had. You want to see an Aussie and a Brit fight and yell at each other and be funny. I highly recommend. Anywho, okay.
Yes, check them out. Check out the history of everything. Check out Fat Electrician. They're all really good guys. Like, I haven't talked to them personally, obviously, because I'm a fucking 25-year-old man working at a Walmart. Obviously, I'm not gonna talk to them, but they do some really good fucking work. I love their podcast and that.
I have spoken with Bob and Jono, and they are really cool dudes.
Oh wow, I actually did not know that.
So I highly recommend their podcast. I do.
Oh yeah, they gave us a shout out one time, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it's like one of the earlier episodes. They gave us a shout out. Thought that was pretty cool. So I like to give them a shout out here and there. I still actively listen to them, and I think it's a fun podcast. And I take some of their stuff. Some of the stuff they told me about, some of the techniques and stuff I've taken and used, and I mean it's been a lot of help for me. Starting with the painting and stuff, and you know who doesn't like a little bit of comedy in there?
Oh, yeah, of course. So, anyways, back to the Months of Shame. So after he's just fucking sprinting in Terminator armor, burning out the servos in his arms and legs.
Oh yeah, that's where we were about 30 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I remember. So he goes forward and he literally just once again, one of his favorite things is cuts the head off fucking Inquisitor K. So before any of the bodyguards or anything was able to stop him, his head just fucking rolls. Grimnar was not done though. He was getting ready to literally murder everybody on the bridge. Everybody in the ship, he was going to just slaughter them. Until one man pops up and told them to cease. Who do you think that was, Kyle?
So one man said, "Okay, that's it, enough."
Yes.
I'm gonna guess this is a big character.
Yes, who do you think it was?
I don't really know a lot of characters, especially in the Space Marines. Oh, sorry, Bob. Sorry, I don't. I mean, it can't. I don't know. I'm lost.
You give up?
Yes, I give. I yield.
It was Bjorn.
It literally, I was going to say Bjorn too. I'm like, it could be Bjorn. He's a big ass fucking dreadnought. I'm like, that can't be him. God,
No, I mean, when we're talking
damn
about
it.
bridge, by the way, we're talking about literally like the bridge is huge, like the size of a fucking house.
Well, I know the fucking ships are goddamn gargantuan. I guess the bridge would be huge as shit, but I wasn't thinking like a dreadnought would just pop up and be like, hey, no.
Well, he's actually a dreadnought that can teleport.
Oh, well, that would help to know, I suppose.
Yeah, he can teleport. His dreadnought is one of the first models. So they have a lot.
He's got all the good shit then.
Oh yeah, he's got all the good shit.
He's got
That's
all
also the reason.
he's got all that pre-heresy shit.
Oh yeah, that's also one reason why they don't like waking him up. Well, there's two reasons why they don't like waking him up. One is because all the shit on his dreadnought is literally ancient to the point of we don't know how to repair this if this gets damaged.
I'm about to say, is it just because like his update timer gets longer and longer?
Yeah,
It's really,
yeah, and
really big
also
update.
yeah, and also every time you wake up at dreadnought, it actually gets harder to wake them up again. Because they're just getting more and more tired to the point of okay, 5 more minutes, mom, sort of thing. So
I'm about to say
that's
5 more minutes, brother.
5 more minutes, son. Let me rest.
Great
So yeah,
grandpa's tired.
yeah, I've been alive for 20,000 years. Let me take my nap. So hey, that's also the only reason they ever wake him up is for when shit is very dire. Like the Inquisition bombarding the Fang, asking him to surrender. So again, he teleports on top of in the bridge, and he tells them, "If literally just that is enough," and everybody stopped. So then Bjorn walks over to Hyperion, who and then another Inquisitor, who is like, "You're now the leader of this contingent. Tell me, listen to my demands." His demands were this: none of the Space Wolves would be mind wiped, because a lot of times whenever they meet the Grey Knights, they mind wipe the Space Marines and kill the soldiers, because they don't want no one really them being known. And second is that no inquisitorial ship will ever again enter the void of the Space Wolves. Never enter their territory. And third is the Grey Knights have to explain their mission and the reason of being to the Space Wolves. Therefore, there will never be any misconduct. Not misconduct, mistrust and warfare born of ignorance again. And the Space Wolves would do nothing. No, they will not give anything in return. Just you do all the shit for us, now get the fuck out.
Yep.
Because they technically won the war. So they agreed. The Grey Knight Hyperion, who was, I think he's another Grandmaster. I think he got promoted because the other Grandmaster is currently doesn't have much above his shoulders. So now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said he lost his head.
Yeah, no, they took a little off the top, a little too much.
The whole like Alice in Wonderland, off of his head.
Yeah.
Except the head actually came off.
Oh yeah. So I don't think he's the Grandmaster anymore. I don't think he's a Grandmaster. But yeah, so he told their mission to Spaceballs, and peace had, and they went their ways. And immediately the Inquisitors were thinking of how to get back into Spaceballs.
Of course they were.
To the point of they were coming up with a bunch of ideas. To the point of they were actually thinking of tampering with their gene seed to make them more submissive.
Oh my god.
And the Space Wolves knew this wasn't the end, and they have never once trusted Inquisitors, and have actually been openly hostile to them. Never to the point of war, but it was to the point of, hey, Space Wolves, we need you over here. Go fuck yourself. I ain't doing that shit. Sort of thing. But Space Wolf, they're murdering us. That's your problem, not mine.
This sounds like a personal problem.
Sounds like a personal problem. Fuck you. So yeah, that's and that's pretty much the the Months of Shame. The Grey Knights were actually the ones who actually gave the name the Months of Shame.
Ah.
And the final death toll was I think it was 10 million. Not 10 million. 10 billion civilians died. And also this whole war was happening after the War of Armageddon, where both the Grey Knights and the Space Wolves actually lost a lot of people, so they're already diminished.
I'll say that's right, because that was like the big War of Armageddon with the orcs, and then it turned into demons, and then they're all fighting, and now they're fighting each other. It's like Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So yeah, they're already taking heavy losses, and now they just took more losses during this battle. And also, apparently the Fang took so much damage that not even Magnus himself did that much. That hurt the Fang that much. 4 Imperial ships crash landed on the Fang, and that's even after the bombardment of that destroyed like whole sectors of it. So yeah, it took a long time to repair it.
All that
Yeah,
over just crap.
because they just wanted to kill a couple million people.
And then the pride that took over the Inquisition, who
Yep.
still, even after everything is all said and done, they're like, all right, what's going to be our plan B?
Yep. Right afterwards.
Oi, the folly of man.
But yeah, that was the Months of Shame. Any questions, Kyle?
No, I had a general idea of what it was, but there's a lot of extra shit in there about that I wasn't too aware of. So yeah, no, that was a good clarification, and I kind of want to know about it because I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is a loyalist faction versus a loyalist faction, and like it involved Space Marines and it was big and stuff. So
It's like I said, this was a huge ass battle between and also the Space Wolves took on the Inquisition, the Grey Knights, and the Red Hunters, and won.
and one. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. You said there was another Space Marine chapter in there too. They got called in the Red Hunters.
Yep. Yeah, the Red Hunters, the ones who
The
literally
the Inquisition Space Marine Force. What can we do for you, Daddy?
yeah, pretty fucking much.
My God, I want to be just like Dad when I grow up. An asshole.
I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, I don't really got much else to say about the Most of Shame. It's not really that long of a story, but it's a good story in my opinion.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, that's something I wanted to know for a while now, so it was nice to get like some in-depth honest and feedback, learn about it and everything.
I don't want to know how to fuck. Yeah. Oh yeah. Outcome. Uneasy truce. Large and institutional dispute between Space Wolves chapters and Inquisition unresolved. They still hate each other to this fucking day.
Unresolved. Yeah, I mean, after all that shit went down against me, I wouldn't be too happy either. I wouldn't be enough to
here
just
we
say
go.
bygones.
I found the quote.
What?
Yes, I found the quote.
Is this the quote you were looking for earlier or something?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Inquisitor K to Bjorn. You walked in the age of the Emperor. Bjorn made a gear grinding chuckle again. Walked, ran, pissed, and killed. I did it all. I met the Allfather, you know. Thought at his side more than once. I do believe he liked me. Kay slowly went to his knees. Oh, for you? Not you as well. So for not you as well. Yeah, Bjorn the Herefeld prepared to negotiate with Inquisitor K during the Months of Shame. Oh yeah, he hates it when people fucking kneel to him. He hates it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be seen like that, I suppose.
No, because he's a soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, and here, see if I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Save image. There we go. I say Bjorn is a fucking he's a Chad.
Got that Giga Chad.
Oh, he's more than Giga.
He more than that, son.
Oh fuck, god damn it, where'd it go? There it is. All right, got the page again. And then
you see that you see that video that Cicero put in the general?
What a wonderful wah.
What a wonderful wah. I listened to that on lunch, damn me laughing.
It made me laugh too. This is where I put some fire shit in there.
That was good. God, some of that orc shit he's done is fucking great.
Oh, phenomenal. I know. I wish I had like a fucking ounce. An ounce of his style, like his skill. Oh, and here we go. So the top one is Bjorn the Fellhanded in his dreadnought. The bottom one is Bjorn the Fellhanded pre-dreadnought.
Oh, they got a pre-dreadnought picture of him?
Yeah. He's in Warhammer 30. I think Warhammer 30K.
Well, 30K, the whole heresy thing. Yeah, that'd definitely be fight with the Emperor then. Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely seen him in the Dreadnought before. The whole iconic Space Wolf Dreadnought.
Forget what put him in the Dreadnought.
The writers.
Oh yeah, he got during one of the battles during the Battle of Prospero, he got heavily damaged, and I think that's what did it.
Have you listened to the audio book, or I suppose it's more of an audio drama, known as The Glorious Tomb on Black Library?
No.
It's only 10, it's like 40 minutes long. I highly recommend it. It goes through the process of a dreadnought waking up, going into battle, and unfortunately ceasing to live any longer.
Oh,
But
so what is it?
he's a Black Templar dreadnought, and they wake him up, and it's like he's so old, he's like 500 years old, and he hasn't been waking up in like 90 years. So like as he's being woken up, the apothecary there, he goes, oh yes, brother, I forget his name. He said like Halsley or something, and he goes, brother Halsley's was my master. He goes, I'm brother Casus or something. He goes, ah, okay. He goes, I didn't know brother Halls or whatever had a apprentice, and blah blah blah. And then later on, he calls him Brother Halls again, because that's who he's used to. And then he sees all these brothers. He's like, these are a bunch of brothers I don't know. I don't know who this new captain is and everything, but I have to do my duty. And he gets in the drop ship, and he talks about how he feels when he lands and stuff, and gets out and starts firing. How they're fighting orcs. So we'll talk about fighting all the orcs and everything. And then like he gets badly damaged and talks about how he can manage something. He can feel again because the liquid starts to drain from the sarcophagus and stuff, and talks about some of the memories, and it gets pretty sad. I won't gonna lie, it does get pretty sad, but it is a good one. Like if you want an audio drama about like how it would be like to be in a dreadnought, they do a good job.
Yeah, that reminds me of remember what was it called, the Blood Angels one? Angels of Death.
Yeah, they have they wake the dreadnought up in that.
Yeah, the dreadnought, and then he's like, I feel cold. I never thought I could feel this again.
Yeah, because he gets cracked open.
Yeah, and like to the point you can see his heart,
You
and
can
then
see the heart beating in the sarcophagus.
yeah, and then the tech priest, like the Space Marine tech priest is over there. He's like trying desperately to save him. He's like, forget it, brother. Not enough to save a second time. He's
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's like
oh.
it's like it's okay, brother. It's like,
And
oh
that
man.
guy went out like a fucking boss.
It's like Brother Ignis, I think his name was in the show.
Yeah, the guy was fighting like pure strain gene stealers. Fucking pulls out the minigun, flies out like a fucking like 30 of them in one shot. Gets like tipped grabbed and pulled down, and he's still firing the machine gun at the ones charging him while he's beating the other ones off him.
Yeah, he gets knocked down on his back, and he's still just ripping with the machine gun.
Like, god damn, what a fucking boss!
Yeah, dreadnoughts they're awesome. Which is why my son wants a second one for his Space Marine army. He's like, I want another dreadnought. I said, I had a feeling you're gonna want more dreadnoughts.
Oh, by the way, I figured it out. Yeah, Bjorn's heroic career as the first Great Wolf of the Space Wolves was tragically cut short during the Proxima Rebellion in 934 Millennium 31. Bjorn led a successful raid to free those of his battle brothers trapped within the notorious Dreadson Fortress, but his body sustained such terrible injuries that, to preserve his life, what was left of his shattered body was interred in a dreadnought. Acutely aware that, as a dreadnought, he could no longer fulfill his duties as master of the chapter, Bjorn abdicated his position as Great Wolf. So yeah, he was leading while attacking a fortress. He got hurt so bad he had to be put in a dreadnought.
Yeah, I had to get one to the dreadnought shell.
Oh, and also Bjorn is awakened by his chapter at the dawn of each new standard millennium to hold court at the Great Feast. The Great Feast commemorates the disappearance of Leman Russ. It is a boisterous celebration that all Space Wolves attend. When Fenris-ing ale flows freely, the ancient sagas are told to the younglings, and new oaths taken and old oaths reaffirmed. So pretty much they hold like a feast to like commemorate Leman Russ leaving, and they awaken Bjorn to tell the stories of his chapter, the stories of the chapter and the Legion to the new initiates.
All right.
So he does get open up every now and again.
Yeah. Oh, I remember what we were gonna do Saturday. Now we're talking about it. you're supposed to be bringing your codex over with you.
We're gonna build. We're gonna see what I need.
So we figure out what models you need to start your Mechanicus army.
Yeah, I knew we were gonna be doing that too.
Because I was just talking about Orc Jared might come over to do the same thing for his Orky boys.
Oh, nice.
He wants to get an army going.
All right, we'll do it together, Jared.
So we'll get Orcs going, get the Mechanicus going, get Necrons going.
Oh,
I already got Space Marines. Bob's got a ton of those.
so is your son.
My son, he's got about 1,000 points. I've got them all base coated, but only a couple models painted up. That every once in a while I'll ask him, all right, which one you want painted next? He goes, this one. So I'll go there and spend like one of the nights, a couple hours, get it all painted up for him all nice. Got like the Captain Outrider, one of his things. I'm surprised he hasn't wanted the Dreadnought fully done up yet. He wants his Impulsor done up next. So, but trying to rock these kill teams out, get these commissions done from our friends. I'll start there first before I go anywhere else.
Oh God, I just saw the picture of the girl, and that just made me sad.
Oh yeah, see that's the Chaos version. Now, if anybody's been on Facebook and you're in part of those Warhammer groups, they got the salamander and the little girl. She's got the little doll, and she's talking to the salamander, and oh man, that hits you right in the feels train, man.
I got so sad I almost cried.
That hits you in the feels train when
I am not afraid to say this, but that almost made me cry.
When he grabs that little doll, it's just, I'm here now. Oh fuck me, man! I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
my heart.
Oh no!
I've grown soft. Not the kids. Speaking of which, I think mine are getting me sick again.
Oh, not again.
I feels it coming. I had to mute the mic once to cough. Woo! But all right. I think with that we're just about hitting in the home stretch here.
Yeah, see, I'm all done. That's all I want to talk about.
We hit our hour mark. I think we're good. But I would like to thank everybody for joining us at the Art of Lore show. We are going to try to, I believe we have Sir Davicus is on. I probably say that wrong. Davicus is on. We're going to raid him. He's, I'm guessing he's doing something with orcs. Because I think I saw something about get in the truck, boys. We're going to Wa.
Oh. I'm gonna lead the Wa to avenge Yarrick.
Yes, avenge Yarrick. I want to know the story how that happened. I'm excited to see what happened there with the whole story of Yarrick and everything.
So when everyone goes in there and he has to do something with orcs, I want everyone to say "Wa for Yarrick."
Wog for Yarrick.
Wa for Yarrick.
Oh, find out what happened. What's going on there?
Yeah, I would love it if I saw fucking Ghazghkull leading a Wa against Chaos. Like, you killed my enemy! Wah! Next thing you know, he just fucking bodies Angron. That'd be great.
Just bodies Angron. Oh man. Yeah, can you imagine Ghazghkull and Angron going at it? I mean, that'd be something to watch. That big ass orc versus Angron. How many times do you think Angron's got to cleave into it and actually get like a piece of Ghazghkull?
Yes.
Yes. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for stopping by. This has been the Art of Lore show. I hope you all enjoyed. It's our 1-year anniversary. Yay!
Yay!
We hope to catch you all later. See you in the next one, and I hope you all have a good night.
Night, everybody.